Welcome back to GynoMite, ObGyn with a bang, the only show where science meets snacks and weird pregnancy cravings are given the respect they deserve, even if that respect comes with a side of judgment. Okay, so let's talk about this whole eating for two thing. Because if you're picturing romantic dinners with you and your fetus sharing a cheesecake, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but that tiny human is roughly the size of a bell pepper and does not need half a pizza. Yes, your body is growing a human being, which is incredible. But unless your baby's applying for a competitive bodybuilding program in utero, you only need about 300 to 450 extra calories a day in the second and third trimesters. That's like a yogurt and a granola bar, not a buffet. So no, you're not eating for two. You're eating for one human and a very small parasite that doesn't pay rent. Let's start with the essentials. You need foods that feed your baby's brain and bones. So what's on the Super Baby Builder menu? Folate, aka the neural tube MVP. Get it from leafy greens, beans, and fortified cereals. Iron, because baby's growing blood factory needs materials. Think red meat, spinach, lentils. Calcium, for baby bones, not just from your coffee creamer. Dairy, almonds, leafy greens. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, for brain and eye development. That's right, it's fish time. And don't forget protein, aka the baby building blocks. You need it, and not just from meat. Eggs, nuts, tofu, beans, basically the Avengers of nutrition. Even if you're eating like Gwyneth Paltrow's personal chef, you're still going to need a prenatal vitamin. Why? Because you're growing a human, not baking banana nut bread. Look for one with at least 400 to 800 micrograms of folic acid, 27 milligrams of iron, 200 to 300 milligrams of DHA, calcium, iodine, and B12 if you're vegetarian or vegan. And if your prenatal vitamins smell like fish and betrayal, try one with an enteric coating, or chewables, or gummies. Just don't take your toddler's Flintstone vitamins. We see you. Now here's where it gets dicey. There's some foods that are totally off limits in pregnancy because apparently growing a human is like walking a culinary tightrope. Unpasteurized cheese. Sorry, Brie, I loved you once. Deli meats, unless heated until steaming. Yes, your turkey needs a sauna. Raw eggs. Say goodbye to licking the brownie batter. High mercury fish. Looking at you, swordfish and king mackerel. Raw sushi. We'll get to that emotional trauma in a minute. Alcohol, still a no. Mocktails are one of your new best friends. Also avoid anything labeled mystery meat unless you want your baby to have a head start in sci-fi horror films. Okay, let's clear this up. Everyone's always like, no sushi in pregnancy, but technically it depends. Raw sushi equals risky because of bacteria and parasites. Veggie rolls, cooked rolls like shrimp tempura or California rolls, totally fine. Or you can just bring your own thermometer to the sushi restaurant and ask the chef to do a TED Talk on food safety. I'm sure they'll love that. Yes, cravings are real, and yes, they can get wild. No one knows why these cravings happen, but they're usually harmless, unless you're craving chalk, laundry starch, or gasoline. Then we're talking pica, and you definitely need to tell your doctor or your local exorcist. Water. Drink it. You need it more than usual. Aim for 8 to 12 cups a day. Amniotic fluid doesn't just make itself, people. Okay, this is the myth-busting bonus round. Let's wrap up with some quick-fire pregnancy nutrition myths. I can eat whatever I want. False. You can, but your baby doesn't want to be built out of Doritos and Kit Kat bars. Caffeine is banned. False. You can have up to 200 milligrams per day. That's about one 12-ounce cup of coffee. Sip responsibly. Spicy food will hurt the baby. False. It might hurt your esophagus, make your nose run, but baby's fine. Heartburn means baby has hair. Possibly true. There's some evidence, but let's not build a thesis on jalapeno-induced follicular activity. So there you have it, pregnancy nutrition decoded. No, you're not eating for two, you're eating like one extremely powerful person feeding the future, which is honestly way cooler. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with the weirdest thing you crave during pregnancy. I'll go first. One of my patients once licked a car tire. True story and not a good idea. This is GynoMite, signing off until next time when we mix medicine, mayhem, and just a pinch of pickles and discuss normal fetal movement.